Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Muslim Gaming. We're back with some more Battletech. And first thing we need to do is, well, let's meet the crew. Okay, well, how did I set it up? We've got lethality on, so if a pilot gets incapacitated in combat, they're going to die, right? Normally there's a chance they get rescued, they get saved. You know, if they take 3 injuries and they go down in combat, they're going to die, or however many injuries they happen to have. We are down to only requiring 3 salvage parts to build a mech. We'll see if that makes a difference. I'm not sure that we saw 3 of anything anyway in the last couple, so I don't actually know. But we have knocked that down. So that's takes off of our difficulty, whereas the lethality adds. I've got slowed mech warrior progression, that so we're going to get experience a little slower. That obviously adds as well. And I boosted up to 1.5 mil instead of just 1, which apparently doesn't change the difficulty at all. We are starting out Draconis. Let's go ahead real quick and we will meet our pilots. We'll start with Tropic. This is what we rolled. Tropic Laser Manju. Now that is just a badass name, which is why I didn't change it. We are, of course, going to have to call the squad Tropic Thunder because of that, but that's fine. Now, we've got a couple options here. We can just go straight gunnery. We do have a blackjack for him, which is, you know, the standard default, but we had random starting mech, and that's what we got. So that could be useful because we can put the AC2s on one target and medium lasers on another target if we want. And obviously, we're just more likely to hit with it, right? And do more damage. Alternatively, we could do something like this, which makes us a little bit more well-rounded. We'll do better on called shots, obviously, with our tactics. Piloting guts will help us out a lot early on. And then we save up to maybe take gunnery as our first one. That's definitely a possibility. We'll have to think about that. We've got Blade. Blade is garbage. He's got no skills that help us at all. In fact, he's got no skills. He is what he is. We've got Hazem, and she's not terrible. 3s and a 4. Good for a starting mech, but she, again, has she's brave, so she's less likely to punch out. But other than that, no useful skills. We've got Hot Rod. She is also pretty terrible. 2s and a 3. And no useful skills. In fact, she's cautious, so she's harder to hit, but she also doesn't hit as well. She's less likely to stick her head out and to stick her neck out to make that shot, right? So I don't know. She at least has a skill that adds some character to her, but we could lose both of these right away, depending on what. Maybe we could hire somebody and get rid of one of them. I would get rid of Blade first, probably. It is what it is. And then we've got Decker.
Receiving you.
Everybody's favorite Decker. Decker's pretty freaking awesome. Let's take a look at his service record. He's Capellan. He has command experience, right? So we get more XP if he's in the Lance. Inner Sphere doesn't really mean anything. Nobility, again, doesn't mean a lot, except his mood is going to be fluctuate based on funding. If we cheap out, he's going to be really pissed off. And if we add more, he's going to be super happy. He is military, so he gets a little bit more starting XP. He's a mech warrior, so he gets a little bit more starting XP. He's an officer, which means that if the commander isn't in the squad, he can fill that spot and make sure that we get the increased resolve that the commander normally gives you. And he's also a spacer, so reduced injury times. So Amir is awesome. Everybody hates Decker in the campaign. I am super ecstatic to have him compared to everything else. Now, we've got a boatload of skills. I would like to go a much more melee build this time, and you'll see why in a second. So I think what I would like to do is gunnery and piloting. So I think what we can do is something along these lines. So this is going to let us do multi-shot, which is fine, up to 3 separate targets. I'm not as worried about that, but that could be useful for us. Ultimately, we're probably going to want this, which is breaching shot, which ignores cover and guarded. So that's a big hit. Piloting is what's going to get us more melee damage and stability. It's going to help us keep our evasion pips. If we do a death from above, we're going to get reduced damage, and we get an extra 1 to our unsteady threshold. So for a melee pilot, piloting helps a lot. And then gunnery is our backup, right? Guts is good. We don't want to die, obviously, but I wasn't as worried about the skills there. And same for tactics. This is what we get for called shots. We get a bonus for called shots. You get that extra when you use it, which I'm hoping if we knock people down and he's there, maybe it will help with that when we make that call. I don't know for sure, but that's my thinking. So let's go ahead and confirm that for him. And we'll go ahead and come down here to Tropic. I'm going to Now, I really, really want to. I'm going to go gunnery and tactics for him. That's going to be the goal. So we've got Tropic more or less done. Let's go ahead and take a look at our mechs real fast. We've got the Blackjack. This is your classic. It's the 1DC actually is what it is. So instead of mediums across the board, it's got 2 smalls, 4 mediums, and 2 AC2s. It has a lot of guns. We also have small arms fire control, so plus 4 damage per shot for all AC2s, and they have an extra plus 4 to hit. So I think we'll be okay with that. I think we're going to have fun with this. We'll see how it goes. Alternatively, we could get rid of a couple medium lasers, add 2 more small lasers to there. That would get us an extra ton that we could put into armor or another heat sink maybe. Something along those lines. We'll have to kind of see how it goes. I'm going to move this ammo down to here, and we'll go ahead and confirm that.
On it. I'll let you know.
We've got a Locust. This is a fun little one. SRM2s and a medium laser. Nothing special, nothing exciting, but a fun little mech. And so we'll kind of run with that. He does obviously have plus 1 harder to hit because of the baffles, and he's a little bit cheaper to fix. He can take up to 4 little missiles, SRMs, whatever you may want to put on there. I don't see us doing that. Although, maybe if we get some streaks, if we dumped a medium laser, we could potentially, that'd give us a 3rd one. Yeah, we don't really have the armor to strip down. I don't know. I think we probably stick with what it is for now. This isn't my favorite Locust build, but it's not a bad little one. SRM2s take a little bit of the randomness out of hitting, right? You'll get something in. You may not get all 4 missiles in, but we'll probably get a couple in on a pretty regular basis. So, we'll be happy with it. We've got a Mongoose. This is the fancy one. So we'll assume this is what Decker brought over with him. This is the fire starter. I do have a background of Solaris. I went Solaris for the skills more than the storyline. But we'll assume I wasn't great. I made just enough money to have my mech and to start up the Merc company. And maybe that's where I found Decker, right? So he came out of there. Maybe he brought this trick Mongoose with him. And you'll see we've got Pharaoh and Endosteel. It's got high precision laser targeting. So lasers get a plus 5 bonus to accuracy. So we probably want to do something with that. Now we can have up to 5 lasers or 4 support. I was thinking we'd just go melee on this thing. And we strip out the SRM2s. That gets us 2 tons, which would let us get, up to 4 small lasers if we want. We've already got 1, but we get the other 3, put half ton into armor. Or what we could do is we could just go with medium lasers, because I'm not 100% sure whether we get the bonus for this on the small laser. We'll have to look to see if it gives it to us. If it does, that would be great. If not, then maybe we just go with a medium laser build. Maybe we strip this out and this out. We put 2 more medium lasers in. That gives us a total of 5, and we still have an extra half ton that we can put into armor. So those are the 2 options for the Mongoose. This is a great little mech. It'll be a lot of fun. But we've also got a fire starter. I think we got lucky. We got 3 kind of quality mechs and then a couple fillers on this one. We do have this. Does have the internal pre-igniter, so it does get 1 extra heat damage from each equipped flamer. So I guess if we went, all 6, that's an extra 6 damage per flamer, which would be an extra 36 damage. Oh, I was all set to do something else with this. I was set to go small lasers across the board and just have it running and punch staying with that. But now I'm thinking maybe we go all flamers. It's already got 4 on, right? So in theory, we're already getting an extra 3 per? Is that what it was? 1 per. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're already getting 4 each. So 4 times 4 would be 16. Yeah, it's already plus 3 damage, right? So that means that they should be plus 7 damage each right now, which is pretty good. And we wouldn't have to change anything. We could dump we dump the 2 small lasers. That'd get us 1 more flamer with no weight difference. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll see how it looks. I do like the small lasers, and they do more damage. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I was thinking about going all small lasers because the flamers are a ton, right? Whereas these are half ton. So we get rid of all of these. We could go 6 small lasers, and that would get us an extra 2 tons for armor. So we'd be max armor with all the small lasers and maybe even heat sinks or jump jets, another jump jet. We've got jump jets. I suppose what we could do is we could maybe take off 2 jump jets, and that'd get us another ton. We could go all flamers at that point and still not have to drop any armor. That's not a bad idea. I think we'll probably look to do something like that. And then we've got a Valkyrie here, and I believe this is the LRM spotter mech. Yeah, so he gets an extra 150 range for spotting. He has a medium laser and an LRM-10, which isn't bad. We can hop him around out front, use him as a scout, keep him up on the hills. He's got the extra vision, and then just rain LRMs where we can. I think that's pretty good. So the Locust would be our usual man out in that lance. And we could put, I don't know, we could put Hot Rod in there, I guess. That'd probably be the best spot for her.
Orders.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Well, speaking of Hot Rod, let's take a look, see what's at the hiring hall. You're terrible. You're better. We could go with Floyd. 3s and 1, 2. I'm just hearing weird. It's 4th of July when I'm recording this, so I got fireworks going on outside. I don't think much of it's going to make it through onto the deal, but hey, I'll just add to the thing. But we've got little pop sparkly things right outside my window there. Yeah, Floyd would be a step up. Merchant ship crew. So that gets us a benefit. I think that gets us, discount to buying items at shops and reduced. I like that. Let's buy Floyd. Let's go back to our barracks. I'm sorry, Blade.
Orders.
I'm going to dismiss you. And then we will hang on to Hot Rod as our backup pilot. I think that'll be fine. So it'll be Decker, Floyd, Hazem, and Tropic for there. Let's go to Captain's Quarters. Customize. We are going to be Tropic Thunder, obviously. I really wish I had something. We'll have to see if there's a palm. I don't think there's any palm trees in here, but I kind of wish there was. I mean, we could do like a lightning bolt or something like that, but I think this one really just needs a logo that is a single palm tree. Maybe I'll have to build that. See if I can remember how to. I put up a tutorial on how to do this, so I suppose I could rewatch my own tutorial and remember how to do this sort of thing. I'm not seeing anything. Interestingly enough, it then goes through twice. Okay. All right. You know what? I think the little praying mantis is a good Tropic Thunder. We'll go with him. Oh, colors. Do I want to change the colors? It's tropics, maybe greens and blues or something like that. Loading crests. Yeah, we got that. Oh, and we have green and blue. That would make sense. Imagine that. It's funny how stuff just sometimes comes together. Do we have more of a... We probably have like a hot green here. I don't know if I want to use that. That might be a little... I don't know. Let's see. Maybe with... What's that blue? That blue's pretty good. But there's a blue there too. Let's go take a look at it and we'll come back if we hate it. That's okay. And then what do we want for our last color? There's a bright white. We add a little flash of color from something else. I don't know. How about a dark purple? Sure, why not? Well, we have white there in the color, right? Sure, we'll go with that. All right, so that's us. Man, we're ugly. We are ugly. All right, let's take a look at the store and see if there's anything there. We would like some flamers. There's no weapons. There's nothing at all. Where are we that there's nothing for... Oh, that's a hideous looking ship. All right, we are up here. Whoops. Can we... There we go. We are at Embryos. Half Skull Challenge. Wow, that was... whatever that popped, it was more smoke than anything else. Alien vegetation, Arctic world, calm star presence, okay. Geothermal boreholes, inner sphere level civilization, low gravity, moderate population moons. They're poor, and they've got a tainted atmosphere. All right. Not the greatest place in the world. Fairly cold. Embryos is only important due to its strategic position within 2 jumps of Terra, the Draconis Combine, the Free Worlds League, and both halves of the Federated Commonwealth. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we got any cool missions for us to take, and then we'll jump in and kill some stuff. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, and then a couple 1 skull, and then some travel 1 skulls that we could do if we wanted to. That might be an interesting one. We'll have to see how that works. We'll see if that one's up for very long. Noisy Neighbors. Battle Polar. Bonus to Draconis Combine. Now, one of our goals potentially is to boost. We're still trying to get our Curitan faction up, assuming we can live. There's Lyran scouts there. We don't know why they're there. Let's go kill them. I think that works just fine. Do we want to go more salvage? We've got a little bit of money. I'm going to go slightly more. Let's see if we can get some more salvage out of this. Oh, hold on. We got to wait 1 day for my mech to finish. Let's see what drops. We might change our mind based on what crate we get. All right, let's see what we get on the crate. What fell off the back of the truck for us here? And all right, AMS ammo, 2 Ravens, 2 fire starters. Okay, well that could be good. We've seen Ravens and fire starters in missions, so potentially we could rebuild something like that. And those are both good mechs. Small coil, okay. Not bad. We could do something on the mongoose potentially with coils. A couple Jenner parts as well. A streak SRM. Okay. The problem is it weighs more than a regular one, or we could have put it on the Locust. But it weighs 1.25, whereas the others only weigh 1. So I think we'll wait. And then some SRM, AMSM. Okay, so potentially some decent mechs. Look at those colors. That is it's electric. All right, let's go ahead. I don't know. On that, I'm kind of wondering, maybe just go for 1 salvage. We've got 2 parts of a lot of mechs that we might potentially see. So let's just go 1 and take the extra cash. Is there a difference between that? We still get 1 pick. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the extra cash. We still pick 1 mech. All right, so Blackjack is going to be Tropic. All right. And then the Mongoose is going to be Decker. The fire starter is, that's a good question. I'm going to go Hazium in the fire starter because I expect her to get in and fight stuff. And so that 4 piling is going to be good for melee damage, but also for additional, pips as far as not dying. And then we'll go ahead and we'll throw Floyd in the Valkyrie. He'll be our scout. He's still got a piloting of 3, gunnery of 3, and tactics of 3, right? So everything, if he has to do indirect fire, he's not terrible. Hopefully he doesn't get shot very often, so guts are fine, and we'll deploy from there.
Command interface.
All right, and down we go. Well, there's somebody there right away. Okay, move forward and clear them out. Yep. I'm going to start with Floyd, actually.
What's up, boss?
I want Floyd. He's our scout. Oh, we've got somebody right there. There's a wasp there. What if I go... That's a really good shot with the medium laser. Not so much with the LRMs. What if I go back to here? Can't really get far enough away to get a great shot with the LRM. So you know what? Yeah, that's fine. We're going to hop in here. We'll take the extra evasion. Oh, that's a classy mech right there. And yeah, we'll take the shot. LRMs, I don't expect much to happen, but medium laser in the back.
Firing all weapons.
All right, and we've got a wolfhound. All right, that's a good mech. Mongoose. Oh, some of them beeped, but I don't think it matters. We're going to go here into the back. Small laser. I want to see if it gets a bonus to hit. Weapon gunnery 5, weapon accuracy 5, plus 5 accuracy. That's what we were looking for, right? We wanted to see if that's going to be the same thing. What if we go? Hold on. What if I go to just here?
Location.
It's not quite what I wanted, but I guess we'll find out here. All right, now let's see what it shows here. Plus 6 accuracy, gunnery 5. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm getting that bonus or not. Am I getting it here too? Plus 5 accuracy. Plus 5 accuracy. Plus 6. Oh, those are probably in arms. Okay, it looks like that whatever bonuses for accuracy, the medium level lasers are getting the small lasers, right? So is this the one that gets... I was thinking it got extra accuracy for its lasers, and we weren't sure. So maybe that still works, and we'll just shoot him in the back. Okay, that worked. I mean, I was going to punch him and then laser him, but I wanted to see the difference between those.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, fire starter. Why don't we just run up here? And I'm interested in damage. Yeah, damage shows 5 as opposed to 3. But I don't know if that's heat damage. I mean, it says +3 damage heat. But we're supposed to get an extra heat damage for each equipped flamer. For each flamer. So that should be, like I say, +7 heat damage. Over 2 turns? All right, well, let's just go punch him.
Engaging.
Decent chance he doesn't survive this regardless. Yeah, like I said,
Eliminated.
computers had a little bit of issue with that. Okay, now we've got the blackjack. We can walk right up here into the trees, I'm thinking. Get ourselves a little bit of cover. Come on down here. All right, our AC2s, +4 accelerate. We do more damage with them, right? So now we're doing 13 per 2 instead of 10 per 2, right? Yeah. Okay, we hit with a couple shots. He's got a large coil laser, so we don't want him moving much.
Orders?
Do I go in and punch him? So we do 40 melee damage as opposed to 20 on those. So that's probably it. So if I were to take the shot, hold on. If we were to shoot, if we're to go like, say, here, we'd have an 82%. If, on the other hand, we go here, we have a 90%. We do 40. No, I'm going to get in his back. I'm going to hit him with the medium lasers. This is a potential 60. That's a potential 40. Also, we have this, so that goes in on it. So I think we do it this way. I mean, those are decent percentages. So, we got a locust coming in. Machine guns and medium lasers. Okay. And yeah, I think we flame you. I guess actually I could. Hold on. If we were just to go to, like, say here. 60, 60, 70, 70, 60, okay. Or we go...
Standing by.
Or we go punch you. That'd be an 88. And yeah, I think that's the route we go.
Affirmative.
All right, we did the 30 from the punch. He's on fire. The computer thinks about things. Oh, it's my turn. I'm going to just kind of move you to, I don't know, here. 62 and 30, 20. That's not terrible. Medium laser's better than the LRM. We're not really in a good spot for the LRM, but that's okay. We still got some stuff on him. All right, now it's time for you. AC2s don't like being that close. That's pretty good. Let's go for that. Now, granted, the medium lasers do more damage. Well, you get 2 shots for each. So in theory, you can do more. And we hit with pretty much everything. Yeah, he just had a bad day all of a sudden. He still has a large coil. He missed, and he didn't move very far, so that wasn't going to help him, really. All right, Mongoose is going to... I think just shoot him... here.
On the move.
I think that's in back. and in the trees and out of view of that locust for the moment. Did he eject? Is that what happened? Yeah, there goes the pod. Okay. All right, that leaves us just
Commander.
this little locust here. I think I'm going to go to here. It's not a great
Aye.
laser shot because he's got so much evasion on him. But that's okay. We'll get a little heat on him.
That
Get him thinking about his life choices. Move up here in the trees with the Valkyrie, and we'll just put some LRM damage on him.
Copy that.
Maybe. Ah, we got one in on him. That's not too bad. It's right on the edge. If we go to here, 35, 42, 42, 25. Yeah, we'll come up here. We'll get the extra, slight extra. Okay, he's lost one arm, or pod, or whatever you want to call it. All right, he's running in. He's not going to have as much evasion this time. Gone up to the blackjack. He has wisely seen that he wants to be at range, and he's least likely. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to start with the Valkyrie. We're just going to put some missiles on him to knock away an evasion pip. That's really all we're doing here. If we get lucky and hit a missile or two, great. There we go. All right. Yeah, let's get right behind him.
I copy.
And introduce, oh, there we go. Yeah. Introduce him to the mongoose. He now dislikes Decker as much as everybody who played this game at launch. There we go. I think this one crashed on us again. We get one crash per save, apparently. I'm going to back out, rerun the mission, and we'll see how it goes. All right, there we go. A little bit more difficult. It was a wolf, wolfhound, and a locust, same as before. But I don't remember what the other mech was that we killed right away that's on the hill. It was 2 medium tanks. We had to run quite a bit farther out into the woods, and so it wasn't as easy. We took a little bit of damage, and you can see they got into the structure of the mongoose a little bit, and he lost the SRM2, which is fine. Not really a fan of the SRM2. We were going to strip it off anyway. So that's not a big deal. In fact, if we get the flamethrowers for the fire starter, we can then put the small lasers from it onto the mongoose. I think that will work well. So we don't have to get a lot of stuff. I'm going to go, a couple locust parts would be bad. I'll go ahead and take the wolfhound, because wolfhound's a really good mech. I wouldn't mind these smalls. I wouldn't mind that small laser. There's nothing. I mean, that's all good stuff there. Let's see what we get. Oh, confirm. An LRM-10, some heat sinks. Okay, nothing. We didn't get any of the good stuff. But we got one part of a wolfhound, so that's not terrible. So we took a little bit more damage, but we also got a tiny bit more XP because of the extra kill. So I guess maybe that balances out. I don't know. If we go ahead and we do a repair, we do have this SRM2 that's broke. We'll take that off. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot I can put on there right now. We could just go without. I could put a coil small on there. That's not terrible. Does it count as a laser? Is it going to light coil beam? Yeah, I mean, sure. Where do I've got a spot? How about right? Where do I have a spot for one? New here? I guess we can put it there. We're probably going to take that off at some point in the very near future. But for the moment, yeah, max that out. Max that out. Get a little bit armor there. Maybe a couple in the legs. Maybe we subtract out, like, say, 1, 2, 3. Sure, that's as close as we're going to get. All right, that's fine.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
All right, so that's that. That's our first mission. We did okay. I'd say it took a little bit of damage on the mongoose, but if we wait for everybody to get repaired, it'll be ready the same day everybody's out of fatigue. So we'll be back next time and see how it goes from there. I do like that paint scheme. God, it's hideous. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.